Welcome again. This is Brother G coming to you again with another video teaching, another video message. The topic that we're going to be dealing with today is man's religion versus the Creator's common sense. And the reason why we put the title in this fashion is it's not God against man or God versus man. God is life and God is here to save man. It is man who oppose God and sit in any seat of government and act like he is God. That's basically what it is. We're going to use a very familiar text to show our familiar story, whether it's allegory, whether it's true. We're going to show you a familiar story to show you that God is really common sense thinking and man's religion is more complicated, more mysterious, more hide in the bush, more substitutes, and we're going to call it Balaam's law. So what is Balaam's law? Balaam's law is this. Balaam knew the right thing to do and created a religion as a subterfuge to hide the truth and delve into ritualistic endeavors. What was the truth according to the text? Well, the truth according to the text that Balaam was not supposed to curse the people. That's basically it. But he was moved according to bribery from Balak, who was the king of the Midianites. He was moved according to bribery, according to wealth, according to money, and he cursed the people. Now, all the story, what the story point out to me and show plainly that everything after the first initial prayer, and I believe even up until that time, they knew not to curse people. Even Balak knew that Balaam, which sit in high seat of authority, he knew that he could bribe him. That's why he sent his men to him. Nowadays, in today's society, in today's government, people know who to bribe. They know whose mouth water for money. They know it. And so it was possible for Balak to send his men to Balaam and Balaam. And Balaam knew not to curse the people, so he entered into this ritualistic behavior, which is having a form of godliness, but he denied the truth, which is the truth is not to curse the people. So he say all of this high established language that you will not curse the people. If God said that, you will not give me half. And in the end, he cursed the people by writing a law which support prostitution, and it became a problem for the people for generations. Now, this Balaam law is generally seen in many churches or many religions. The people are the head of the religion, any religion. They know the truth, they hide the truth, they create a religion, pray to God, and then do evil. That's basically what you find with most religion. So this Balaam's law is from the beginning of the Old Testament all the way to the New Testament. And because everybody used the Bible as the holy book, then we're going to use it to show you that religion on its face is a facade. Again, I'm saying this. Religion on its face is a facade. Again, you would realize that in religion or in the set up ritualistic as the gateway to heaven or the gateway to understanding God, you would notice that something is always amiss. Something doesn't make sense. As some of the highly respected leaders have said, there is this contradiction of doctrine. You know why there is a contradiction of doctrine or tension, as they would put it? It's because it's man's religion. So if you look at Balaam's law, Balaam prayed according to what is written in the text. He got the message, not to curse the people, which I believe he knew not to curse the people and beforehand. It's not was a new concept, like God is saying, don't curse the people. Tell me, even an evil person don't want to be cursed. Even Balaam himself don't want to be cursed. So it's not was a revelation to Balaam that these people shouldn't be cursed. Nobody should be cursed, as we learn in the New Testament. Almost nobody remember the name of Naboth the Jezreelite. You see, Naboth was a man who was standing by his family principle. And Ahab the king and Jezebel, which is part of the government, Ahab wanted Naboth land because it was close to the synagogue or whatever it was close to. Anyway, it was a prime real estate for Ahab. And he tried to bribe Naboth out of his family heirloom. And what Naboth stood on his principle and said, no, bro, I'm not going to sell my land, no matter what kind of money. So Ahab came into his wife and came in and was crying. And his wife said, let's have a fasting. Yes, I'm truncating the message. Jezebel said, let's have a fasting. Let's have a ritualistic behavior. Let's go into the church. Let's pray to God as a cloak to take away Naboth's land. This is not a strange thing that Ahab and Jezebel, which was the government monarchy at the time, took away Naboth's land under false religious pretense. It happening today. It happening in every major country. Even in the small country, it is happening under the false pretense of religion or for the benefit of the public. They always take away people's land underneath the guise of religious dogma. Now, by the time we are reading this text about Ahab and Jezebel, we'll be astounded that they're doing such a thing. No, it's not. This was the way of the thing, even was back in Genesis or even before Genesis, before it's written. This is the context of what men do with people who are ignorant or who are meek, meaning they don't have no understanding. They hide the truth from long time ago, so the principle just living on. They hide the truth, they know the truth, and even the Pharisees, the scribes, the Sadducees, the captain, the priests of the synagogue in Jesus, they hide the truth. But interestingly enough, Jesus hide the truth from the people. Jesus used parable oftentimes, and maybe the whole New Testament is written in parable or allegory, as they transliterate the word today, allegory, figurative language today. Jesus hide the word from the people, and he said the disciple was the only one who should understand the kingdom, even though it's written for us today so we can read it. And maybe the kingdom is still hidden. Of course, the kingdom is still hidden because people is looking for many mythical signs to happen, which is not happening over hundreds of years. Even presently now, people is still looking for signs. So maybe the kingdom is still hidden. So we can see by the written text that was given to us that the leaders, they talk in parables, dark sayings, and hide the meaning from the regular people. And if they hide the meaning from the regular people, it's advantageous to those who are in high position to live at the whim of idiot people or ignorant people. And that's look all over the world. That's just how it is. So what is Balaam's law? Balaam's law is really simple. It came from all the way from the Old Testament to the New, even before the Old Testament was written. Yes, there was a time before the Old Testament. Balaam's law is simple. Balaam's law is men who are in high position, are in position that people esteem, who know the truth. They know the truth according to what they see and they understand and the revelation. And what they do, instead they tell the people the truth. They form a religion. They form a ritualistic kind of endeavor to kind of trap the people in this circular motion, in going around and round in their theory, in their belief, and not being able to come off of this mythical train. And so that is Balaam's law. Balaam's law is men who is in high position who subvert people life by praying loudly, by doing all of this ritualistic thing while lying to the people. There are many more examples of Balaam's law written in the book, written in the text, is happening presently today. And all of these things are, as Paul was said to Timothy, study to show thyself approved, a workman need not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Not only the written word of truth, you have to rightly divide. You have to rightly divide life as presently as it keep going on. And